The Washington Commanders picked up the phone and made a call for help in filling in the biggest need still remaining on this team heading into training camp, and enters an 8-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl MVP. Let's talk about it. Washington fans have had a lot of questions and concerns regarding the pass rushing situation, and we finally have an answer. Von Miller, one of the all-time greats, announced on Instagram that he is joining the Commanders, and he is on the way to help get to the quarterback. After passing up on every big-name free agent this offseason and electing not to draft one as well, Washington said, look, we're going to go with someone who has a proven track record, and even at 36 years old, Von Miller can still do what we need him to do. So what does that role look like? What does a veteran Von Miller look like at this point in his career? Well, if you look back at what his season looked like with the Buffalo Bills last season, he still produced when he touched the field. Miller was still able to stack up 6 sacks last season and only 209 pass rushing snaps with the Bills, and even not just getting to the quarterback, but just creating chaos in the backfield with 32 pressures and 23 quarterback hits. So how does this help Washington with what they're looking for on defense? Well, you went out and you signed Deatrich Wise to help bolster the run defense, which was much needed, by the way. He's going to be that early down guy for you, and expect Dorrance Armstrong to be a starter on the other side as well. That's going to set up Von Miller for those key situations where he really thrives. Those 3rd and longs, those obvious passing situations, those close game moments that you need a big player to step up. All 6 of Von Miller's sacks last season came on 3rd and 4th down, and that's what Washington was missing on this defense. They could have waited and got a Zadarius Smith or a Matt Judon, but those are guys that would have played more snaps than what Von Miller's going to, and they could have taken some of those early downs as 1st and 2nd down, obvious running situations away from Deatrich Wise. Washington needed that speed guy off the edge that was going to pin his ears back, show that patented spin move, and fill in Fowler's role from last season. Von Miller's going to produce on the field when you need him to, but he's also going to help elevate those guys around him on the defensive line. Some of those younger players like Dorrance Armstrong, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Clelin Ferrell, and Jalen Holmes. You can expect an increase in production in those guys as well. So this was a win-win for Washington, and it made a ton of sense why they made this move. So does this mean Miller's filling in a role of what Trey Hendrickson or TJ Watt or someone of that caliber could have filled in for Washington? No. But at the end of the day, you had to somehow make up for those 10.5 sacks that you lost from Fowler in free agency, and this is how you do that. Can you get 10.5 sacks out of Von Miller? If you can, that's one heck of a signing for Washington. But ideally, if you can get that 6, 7, somewhere around that number of production from Von Miller, then this free agency signing is huge for Washington coming down the stretch of the season.